I'm sure you're used to studio lights, etc. You know what? It's an absolute pleasure. October Red Boxing with Astrid Wett. Astrid, I've got to ask, what is what is it with boxing? Because obviously you're in the adult entertainment industry.
Yeah.
What is it about boxing?
Do you know what? I've said this a few times today. Before I was approached to do boxing, I wasn't that into it because I didn't like seeing people get hurt. I didn't like seeing people get punched in the face. But going into it, training in it, I've learned so much about the sport. It's so respectful. It's so good for you. And I just love it. I just think it's so good for anybody to get into. Even if you're not fighting, just the fitness alone is mental.
And joining in with like Misfits, because obviously you've boxed on other promotions before. What's it like doing, well, it's going to be the first time with Misfits?
It's incredible. I feel so lucky and privileged to be a part of this card. Obviously, it's massive. I'm not a professional boxer, so I feel a little bit out of place, but I feel so lucky to be on here, and it's just so professional. It's run properly, and I feel really looked after, so I'm very excited.
And I'm going to ask you something. I don't know if anybody's asked you this before, but what is it like, and why did you choose to go into the adult industry? Something that I'm quite intrigued about, something that people aren't a stranger to. Talk to me a little bit about that.
It's a wild world out there when you put yourself on the internet like that. But as long as you're safe and happy and you're comfortable with what you're doing, it's fine. I don't want to say I was forced to do it, but
Please don't say that.
No, I wasn't.
No. Let's cut that bit out.
Yeah, I'm not going to say like it was my last option, but I couldn't work due to COVID, and I just set up a little page. At first, I didn't even show my face. I didn't do anything like really explicit, but yeah, it just took off, and I started making more on OnlyFans than I had before COVID. So I thought, why would I ever go back? And it just escalated from there.
So what were you doing before COVID? Were you like in a call centre or something? Something like.
I used to manage a beauty salon.
Wow.
Yeah, so honestly, completely different. And I think all of my clients from the salon are very shocked now. I don't know if they know, but yeah, it was a massive change. But yeah, I'm very lucky because there's a lot of people that do OnlyFans, and it might have not gone as well. But I'm very lucky that things gone viral, and I've just been very lucky with it.
So like you do like the OnlyFans and then you go into boxing. Do you worry that people won't take you seriously because they're like, hold on, she does, you know, she's in the adult entertainment industry. Why does she want to do boxing? Boxing's such a serious sport.
Yeah.
And that's not my fault because I don't care.
I really don't want people to think that I'm taking the mick out of the sport because I do really respect it. I've trained hard at it. No way am I saying I'm a professional boxer and I know anything about boxing, but I've tried really hard at it, and I've tried really hard to make sure that I come across properly and that I'm not taking the mick out of the sport.
And how does your training go? Because like you said, you've learnt so much about the sport. A little bit of a change to the beauty industry, but I will say I'm sure your cardio is pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely. You think, you know, I thought it's just about punching, but it's literally every aspect of your body. You've got to do strength and conditioning, obviously cardio. You've got to learn how to like move in the right way, balance. Obviously how you punch is so much more than I thought it was going to be, but I'm so glad that I done it.
And who would you say is an influence to you in boxing? Who did you look at, and anybody that would say, you know what, I can do that?
Well, like I said before, I wasn't really into boxing that much, but as soon as I started training with my two coaches, Louis Edmondson and Jacob, Lou was probably the person that I looked up to the most because he's a professional boxer. So not only could he coach me, but he could also tell me how I'm going to be feeling in these moments, how to deal with it, and what it's going to be like actually in the ring fighting.
Did they take you seriously when you came up to them and said, I want to give this a try?
Yeah. I don't know whether they did it first, but I think getting to know me, they've thought, right, yeah, no, she wants to do this.
And would you, say if you start making a lot of money from this, because you know what it's like, the YouTubers, you know about going viral, you know about the source of income that you can get from being online.
Yeah.
What if this was to take over, say your day job, what would you do?
I would continue doing it for sure, but I also think I would like to raise a little bit of awareness of how much actual boxers get paid, because it's so much less than these influencer boxers, which I think is so unfair. Yeah, it's crazy. So I think I would try and draw a little bit of attention to that and just try and get actual boxers paid a little bit more than us influencers.
I like that. That's quite a genuinely nice thing to say. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, no, I just when I found out that like some people just don't get paid anywhere near what, like some of the figures that I know people got paid on the Kingpin event, I just thought that's insane. Like those professional boxers don't get paid this.
Well, then I can throw it back at you. Can you see why sometimes the professional boxers may look at you guys and think, hold on a minute, They're not professional. They're not training like we do. Why the hell are they earning more money? That's a valid question.
I absolutely understand that. And I think that the only reason why people get paid more is because maybe they were already a little bit famous and the fans want to see this fight. I think that's literally the only reason, because it's not that anyone's actually really good at boxing. I'm not a pro boxer, I'm not amazing, but because people want to see this fight and they knew me already, I think that's why there's a bigger paycheck.
We like it. Astrid, that's a very, very honest conversation we've had there. I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
On Saturday, I'm going to say I think you should be all right. But yeah, thank you very much for your time, and I'll see you Saturday night.
Thank you so much for having me. I'll see you soon.
Hi, and thank you for watching October Red Boxing. Like, subscribe, and tap the bell for notifications. You can also find us on Instagram at October Red Boxing and on Twitter, October Red UK. And remember, at October Red, we stay ready.